Okay, so we are recording. Again, I'm Colleen, just so that you have it on recording here. We are going to go ahead and get started tonight. We are talking about your mission and vision. So I really think this is such an important topic for our lives. And we can jump right into this business and get started with, okay, I need to talk to people and I need to help people. And here's a challenge pack and here's Shakeology. And okay, my next goal is Emerald, or my next goal is I want to earn that trip to go on. But sometimes when we reach that goal, or that goal becomes hard to reach, it slows us up and sometimes knocks us off. And I really want to jump into this topic with you guys a little bit more and help you figure out how to create a vision that sustains you through those times, sustains you through the times that get tough. And for me, this has been a personal struggle more recently with my business, and it really affects kind of how I feel about my life when I'm feeling uneasy about how I'm doing my business. So I want to really jump in with you guys and give you some of my tips on creating your vision. Sorry, I'm pulling up my notes here that went on my iPad went blank. And help you to really create a vision that helps you to stay excited and enthusiastic about it. Because if you're not excited and enthusiastic about your business, why do it? Why would anyone want to join us also if we're not excited and enthusiastic? So today is a perfect example of things that can knock you off kind of your mojo with your business and with your life. Today I had a struggle with my son this morning. We just got off to the wrong foot. I also been inviting like crazy and trying to talk to tons of people and lots of no's. So if I'm going to get, if my vision, if my energy for my business is going to be thrown off by that kind of stuff, I would have been thrown off years ago. And so I really had to create a vision for myself that kept me going. However, lately, say over the past year, I really was struggling with this. I had reached a goal in my business that felt good. I had reached a rank, 5-star diamond, right? It sounds good. It's great. I've reached an income that allows me truly to stay home as a stay-at-home mom like I've wanted to do. And I stopped working full-time over 5 years ago to be at home with my family and to really help my son and the struggles that he was having at the time with autism. He's improved so much and things are going so well, but I never want to return to a full-time job again. But I'd gotten to a place in my business where I was sort of comfortable and things were sort of status quo. And it sort of felt like, what am I working for? What am I doing this all for? And I encourage all of you to really ask yourselves in your life, what are you doing this for? If you just became a coach, amazing, awesome. It's a perfect time to start thinking about this. If you've been a coach for months, maybe even years, and it ever is feeling like stale or stagnant or stressful all the time, then it's a perfect time to stop and say, what am I doing this for? And these are some questions that I'm going to go through with you guys tonight to help you figure this out. A lot of this comes from the recent Josh Coates Health Bet for Your Business group that I've been doing. It really helps you hone in on your mission and your vision. And then also, I've just finished reading The 12-Week Year. I definitely encourage it. It is a great book to help you hone in on your time management and setting goals for the next 12 weeks that you are going to really focus on and push forward, business related or life related. So I'm going to go through some questions and help you guys today to formulate your vision that I hope will help you to stay inspired and taking action. So my team name is InspireAction. It's for a reason. Inspiration is great. We feel good. We hear great stuff and it's great. But if we don't take action on that inspiration, then nothing changes. And we don't create the kind of results for other people or for ourselves that we really want to. So the action part is really important. Okay, so your vision is your energy. So what is our vision? I hope you're taking notes. I want you to get out a notebook and pen, and then I'm going to go through a little bit, and then I'm going to ask you to do the work right while we're on the call, okay, to help you get this done. 20 minutes, you've got your vision, your mission set, or at least really good work towards it. So our vision is our energy. It's what we want in our future. It's what we're working for. So it's what we see in our future for our family. It's what we want our life to look like. It's not just what's my goal this month or what's the next rank that I want to get to. It's truly bigger than that. Our vision is also our endurance. It's what keeps us going. It's what keeps us going when someone says no, 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 and it's the 22nd of the month and we're striving to still hit Success Club 5. Success Club 10 is my goal, and I am not there yet, but I have not given up. I'm continuing to push forward with that. And whatever it is, whether it's your goal for your life or your goal in your business, it's not just a monthly goal. You really want your vision to be bigger. It's your endurance that keeps you going, even after you've reached that goal. Our vision also is our lifeblood. So without a vision, we are dead. We don't have something that's keeping us going and that's more meaningful to us than just the next little thing that we're trying to reach. So we might be going through the actions of their workday. This is kind of where I got to the point where I was talking to people, I was telling people about challenge packs, I was inviting people to my team, but I felt like I had lost sort of my passion for it, or what I was really working towards. And going through this exercise and the past couple of months of reading and work has really helped me to strengthen that and to kind of get back to what I'm passionate about. So we want to maintain that vision as our lifeblood, as what keeps us going and moving forward. All right, so I want you to get your pen out, get your paper, make sure you're going to take notes while we go through this. And I'm going to copy and paste them into the chat box, if I can do this from my other screen. So to create your vision, I want you to ask yourself these questions and just jot down. Don't overthink it. Okay, write down the first things that come to your mind. When I was going through an exercise like this, that was some of the information from my recent Law of Attraction planner that I'm in love with. It said, give yourself 90 seconds. And so I seriously set a timer and made myself go through these questions quickly and not overthink my answers. So I'm going to give you that time to answer these questions. All right, so I'm copy and pasting the first one. But the first question I want you to write down your answers to is, if I could remove all barriers, what would your life look like 5 years from now? Start writing it down. What would your life look like 5 years from now? So what would you be doing? Where would you be going? And what would it feel like? And I am copying and hopefully pasting this into the chat. Okay, so if you can see the chat box, it's there. Yep. All right, so go ahead and write that down. Who are the people that would be in your life? I'm just going to say a couple things, and then I'm really give you some time to think. Who are the people that would be in your life? What would you be doing each day? Where would you be traveling to? How would you be spending your time? And what would it feel like? For me, that was a big one. And I'll tell you at the end a couple of keywords that are in mind. All right, I'm going to be quiet, let you write. Okay, Next one, and just jot down if you need to, and it's in the chat there too, but jot down that question at least so that you can finish writing your answer to that. And I'm going to go on to number 2. What are a few things that you always wanted, but you thought, I don't need those things, or those are too extravagant? Kind of the things that you're like, no, I don't really need that. I can get by without that. That's really asking too much. What are the things that you really would say you want? And maybe they're things that you would want to be able to do for others. Maybe they're the things that you want for your family. You would love to be able to give your kids or provide your kids or your spouse, your parents, whoever, with an experience. Maybe you love to take them on a trip, and that's something you've always wanted to do. Some people know that my husband roasts his own coffee, and to be able to do it on a larger scale and share it with more people, you need like a huge roaster. And when I did this, I put on a large roaster for Dave, because that was something I was like, I would love to be able to give that to him. I told him that the other day. He was like, okay, all right, yeah, I'll take it. But he has worked hard to make like our batch of coffee for the week that we use. So to share it with all of you like I'd like to, he needs to get like a big time roaster. All right, so number 2, keep going. What are a few things you would always wanted but thought, I don't need that, or it's too extravagant? Okay. Sorry, I had that there, but it didn't go through. Oh, I'll number it this time. Okay, so there was 1 and 2. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself too. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Number 3, write down what would it feel like to wake up every day with the things that you named in 1 and 2. If those things were part of your life, what would it feel like to wake up each day? Maybe that's just a couple key words or a description how you would feel throughout your day and when you wake up and have those things or those experiences happening for you. There you go, it's number 3. All right, you guys with me, or am I going too fast? Give me a thumbs up. Yep, good. Okay, here's number 4. Where am I going with my life? And how do I want to be remembered when I'm gone? So this is not at all to get morbid on us. We hope that this is a very long time from now. But when you think of that and you think of leaving a legacy or remembrances of you behind, what do you want people to remember you by? How do you want, and this might not be things, you know, a lot of this stuff, some of this might be what you want to create in your life and have in your life, but some of this may be what type of person you want to be and how do you want people to remember you? Allison, is that you with your dog? Yeah, so cute. Okay, so those are kind of the 4 questions to ask and write down the answers to. And then I'm going to talk here a little bit more. If you got at least your notes written down and some thoughts written down there, then you can formulate that together after as well. You've got 1 through 4 there. And with those things that you are writing and your thoughts for your life and for your future vision, I want you to ask yourself, if it is going to be someone who's achieving success in the business, in their lives, and achieving those things, going on those trips with family, having the ability to fire their boss if they want to, creating a full-time income so that you can leave your job, or so your spouse can. Some coaches I know are really working so that their spouse could leave their job. They may love their job personally, but want somebody else in their family to be able to leave a job that they don't love. So if someone, and coaches are achieving these things. So if people are achieving these things and it is possible, why is it not possible for you? And ask yourself that. Why not you? And why not those things for your family? Because they are happening for other families out there. So why not you? Why not us? And this is one of the things that hit me years ago in the beginning of this business, when I started to really think, yeah, that coach, I mean, she's a great person, but so am I. I've got great qualities to share with other people, so they can do that. Why not me? Why can't I? And I started to say that to myself a lot. And it really did help with when I got those days that were tough. It helped me to think, why not me? I started this business never imagining that it would become a full-time income for me, or that I would surpass my previous full-time income as a social worker. And I worked for the county, so I wasn't like, I had an okay income. It wasn't a horrible social worker income. And I surpassed that. And I'm able to be home with my kids and for my spouse, and to not have to worry about days off or delay days or fog days or summer days or on any of that. And part of why I'm able to do that now, because I did it at the time as a necessity, and they had to figure out a way for me to do it. But I would have had to go back to work by this time if I didn't have this. And if I don't continue to grow this business. So I continue to ask myself, why not me? I can do this. All right, and this is a little bit of that part. Last question on this topic. Write down the voices that that have tried to talk you out of these things before. The voices in your head, the things that you say to yourself, or the things that other people have said to you that try to make you think this is not possible for you. And I want you to write down how you will respond to them now. And this is one part that I had made a note. I wanted to share with you guys what mine was. But I want you to think about that. What are those voices saying to you, and what are you going to say to those voices now? How can you respond? So the voices the thoughts that I had was, I don't have enough time to do this as much as I want to achieve what I want. I'm not organized enough. I'll be taking away from my family by working too hard. So that's one of the struggles that I had, and that I go back and forth about. And my new thoughts were, I know I can do this. I am good enough and smart enough to figure this out. I am getting organized, which is going to help me enhance my family relationships and provide more for my family. I will need to be more laser focused and disciplined to do this, but it is possible. It is not about work hard or be present with my family. It is and. I will work hard and be focused during my work time so that I can be with my family and provide more for them and more of me when I'm with them. So that meant and means for me very much so being very disciplined about my time and about my being unplugged when I'm supposed to be unplugged. And so if you don't hear back from me right away, You will know it may be during one of my unplugged times, and that it's me being present for my family because I have to do that for them and for myself. And it's a struggle. It is a struggle. This is my first week really implementing this new system I have, and I am not doing it perfectly, but I'm going to continue on. All right. So I want you to think about that, write that down. And if you have not finished, please finish. Don't set this aside and not work on it again. Last part that I want to go through is about your mission. So your answers from those questions above can really help you to formulate your vision, what you're working towards, what you want for your future. But your mission is really important too. It helps to keep us honest in this business in pursuit of our goal. Sometimes we can get so focused on our goal, we think we'll do anything to achieve it. And it may not be living by what feels good inside for us. And that for me is sort of like my mission. It helps us to keep focused on our mission, and we can only have true success when our vision and our mission come together, where it feels good inside and what we're doing on the outside, what we're working towards feels good and we're being successful with it. So if we're ever at a point where we're not helping people and we really are just doing it to get to like that goal or to do the job, that's when we're not balancing it well and working with our mission in mind. Our mission also gives us purpose. The numbers that we work towards, the rank, the points, all of that, it may not be meaningful to you or motivating to you. You might do it because you know that's what's going to move your business forward and that's motivating to you. But your mission is sort of more of a global idea that gives you a purpose to keep doing what you're doing as a coach and in life. It's what fuels us each day and helps us to be excited about what we're going to do, even when people are saying no, even when it's a struggle, even when it's the weekend and we much rather just sit and watch Netflix all weekend long. It's our mission keeps us passionate and growing always. Number 3, your mission sustains you through the drought. So there's ups and downs in this business. If you're brand new, I'm going to tell you honestly, there are. If you've been here a while, you know this. It's not a bad thing. It just is a reality. There are ups and downs. And your mission is going to sustain you through those times. I think sometimes my mission has always been clear. It's been more my vision and me looking for what I'm working towards, what I'm going towards. That's not always been clear. But for me, my mission has been pretty clear. And my mission is to inspire others to take action toward living their happy and best life. So whether that's with their fitness, their financial situation, how they live their life, their lifestyle for the family, it's taking action, doing something that's going to help them to live their best life. That has always been really clear for me. And I feel like I do that in many, many ways. But my vision was foggy and wasn't clear sometimes. Okay, so to help you look at your mission, and there's only just a few things here. Number 1, when you look at the world, what gives you pain and what makes you fight for change? Maybe there's something that you've gone through, the experience that you've gone through that you really, or that something that just really irks you and you wish that you could do something about it. Write down that. What gives you pain and what makes you fight for a change? I think I've got that real quick too to copy and paste for you. Yes. Okay, so there's that number 1 in the chat. All right. I said I would be on time with getting us through this, but I'm going to keep going then. Number 2, what have you experienced? What have you experienced or overcome in your life that you want to pass on to the world around you? So sometimes people have experienced a significant illness or a significant tragedy or struggle in their family. And it's impacted you so much that you definitely have learned from that. You've overcome it in some way, and you want to pass that on and share it with the world, whether it's people directly affected by that or in some other way. So for me, you guys probably all know it is sharing our experience with living with autism and how that's impacted and enhanced in a lot of ways, and encouraged and caused me to grow myself. And now I do share that in so many different ways with other moms, other families, and other people that maybe don't know that much about special needs families or dealing with autism. So it's something that I am very passionate about, and it's part of what I share about all the time to help other people. Okay, that's number 2. So something you've experienced or overcome that you want to pass on. Number 3, if you could sum up the difference you want to make in the world in just 3 words, what would they be? So they're sort of your 3 power words. It doesn't have to be a 3-word phrase, but your 3 power words that really are meaningful to you. Okay, and there's that in the chat. Okay, and finally, just a question then. In looking at your answers for number 1 through 3 there regarding your mission, how do those 3 things, those 3 different thoughts and answers that really are significant for you, how do those come together so that they can paint a picture for how you want to show up in the world? Put it together with one sentence if you can. Put it really into one sentence, because your mission is something you should be able to say easily and quickly and like clearly every day. With those 3 power words. So like when I wrote mine out, I sort of highlighted or bolded those 3 words. And it's sort of it's more global than I want to help and inspire women who have gone through endometriosis or something like that. It's more global. It's not your niche market and your audience. It's more global than that. So when I was writing mine, I was keeping it bigger than just my niche market, or a lot of the clients that I reach out to are moms who have experienced autism with their families. But as far as my mission, it's more global. So it's inspiring others, everybody, to live a life of happiness and taking action toward living their best life. So that happens when I help my kids, when I help people at my kids' school and help out with things there. That's part of my life that I want to, when I touch people through Facebook in any type of post, any type of interaction with others, I want to help them to create their best life. So does that make sense? A little bit more, it can keep it more global and not really targeted in on your certain mission, because your people that you work with or your vision for who you want to reach out to may change over time based on your experiences and things that happen to you. But your mission likely will stay pretty much the same over the next 5 years. You know, as you're working towards that vision, or as you're working towards your 5-year goals, that may really change a lot, who you work with and how you reach out to people. But your mission is likely something that is longstanding. Okay, that's the information I've got for you. Are there any questions? I'm gonna let you unmute yourself, please, if you need anything clarified or have any questions for me. I see some of you others hopping on. We are recording, so if you didn't hear and you want to go back and listen and fill in with your vision and your mission, you'll be able to watch the recording, and I can even give you my typed up kind of questions that help you to really lay it out and write it up. All right, no questions at all? Thank you all for getting on. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to share this with you and encourage you to write up. Don't just set it aside. Don't just leave your notes. Really try to write it up and finish yours so that you can use it. Oh, and to tell you, so with my vision, I pull it out each morning and read it before I look at planning my day. And my day is already, so I'm planning out before I make sure what I'm doing each day. And then before I do my personal development. So I read my mission, I set my plan for the day, and then I start my personal development reading. And that's kind of become my sort of morning routine for how I set my day off right. So I hope you guys are able to create your vision, be clear on your mission, and keep working towards that, okay? Whether it's in your life and as you apply it in your business. There's some scenery moving around there. Thank you guys so much. I will say goodbye to you, and thanks again. See you later.